Good morning, welcome back. I'm going to be covering everything that happened in this week in crypto and give you guys all the updates of the week. My name is Lord Richy, and I'm going to get started with what's been happening in the overall play-to-earn space. Top blockchain game by volume in the last 7 days. So recently, Pegasus was at the top of the list as one of the top blockchain games according to Play-to-Earn Daily, then followed by the Sandbox, Cometh, Squid NFT World, D-Hero, Abel World, DNA Cat, Superworld, Chain Games, and Mega Crypto Police. Not familiar with a lot of the games on this list except Pegasus and the Sandbox, but Pegasus been having a great week, especially with their Valentine's breeding event. There were actually a lot of burning during that event, and I'm surprised that the price of Pegasus hasn't really been affected by it. It actually went down because a lot of people were buying the VIS token, and they end up not using those tokens for the breeding events, and they end up dumping those tokens in the marketplace, which brought the price of VIS down. So it's currently down despite the fact that there's been a huge breeding event on Pegasus. We can quickly jump in and look at some of the analytics of Pegasus to give you a sense of what happened this week. You can see it over here. A lot of breeding events happening, a lot more than what we were used to. So before that, we were getting like 3,000 to 4,000 breeding events per day. And then when the breeding event happened, it just jumped and we got a lot more breeding event happening. So 6,000 per day, 5,000 per day. And now we're back down to the breeding average. What you can expect here is that all these breeding events will soon be reflected on the price. So a lot of Pegasus were being minted prior to that, but once the breeding event happened, as you can see, there's a lot of burning throughout those dates. And at one point, the actually burning actually surpassed the minting events on the Pegasus ecosystem. So it's quite surprising that this hasn't been reflected on the price yet. But like I was saying, this is mostly due to the fact that some people bought the VIS token in anticipation for the events and end up just dumping those tokens on the marketplace. All right, so we also got the most bullish gaming project on social media. So right now we got Atari on the top of the list with the token ticker HERI. We got Crabada, really very interesting game. There's a lot of things to cover with Crabada. This game been generating $200 per day, $1,000 per day for some of the players, and it's really interesting because the entry price for Crabada is really very steep. It's pretty high because one Crabada can cost you all the way up to $2,500, and I believe that you need about 3 to play the game. We also got Starbots as number 3, Mobox, Myobu, Cryptomon, Tailcraft, Engine Quen, Nakamoto Games, and the Sandbox. And once again, guys, those are the most bullish gaming projects on social media. Followed by the top blockchain gaming gainers of the last 24 hours. That was published on February 17. And as you can see, we got AFK. Not very familiar with this game, but one game that we are all familiar with is creeping up on this list. We see Pegasus. Pegasus as number 3. No side of AXS or Axie on this list. But with Pegasus is at 13.3% over here. We like to review some of the top games on the playtoearn.net website. Axie Infinity been number 1, again at the top, followed by CryptoZone. Not very familiar with CryptoZone. We also see the Sandbox, Undead Block, which by the way, the guild just got whitelisted for some of the Undead Block assets. We got 9 Chronicle, Crypto Shot, NFT Champion, Atlas, a new project creeping up on this list, Avaric Saga, and Catch King. Those are the top 10 of the week. Atlas is a free-to-play, play-to-earn metaverse built on the Polygon chain, where players engage with a suite of skill-based games to farm gems, the main currency of Atlas. Atlas make it possible for just about anyone to collect rewards that include in-game drops, NFTs, crypto tokens, and more. So let's have a look at the website quickly. This is the website of Atlas. As you can see, a mint date is coming for the NFT on the 2nd of March 2022. It was voted best NFT project on Polygon. I'm surprised about it, considering that the game hasn't even launched. 3.4 million gameplay in 15 weeks. There's 8,337 Como NFTs coming on the 2nd of March 2022. So if you guys want to get your hand on one of those sales, make sure to join the whitelist by just clicking on this link. Let's have a look at the price in crypto, guys. How was Ethereum this week? Let's see. So Ethereum was down 6.2% this week. Not too good. Looks like it had a good beginning of the week. Went a little bit up all the way to about $3,179. But then, just dive all the way down to about $2,898. So right now, considering that the price is down, if you guys are looking into buying some NFTs, now might be a good time for you to get a discount on those purchases. We also have Polygon. Polygon down 12.6% this week. Oh, this is very sad. Polygon have been having a couple of really good past 2 months. It went all the way to all-time high at 2.88, but it's been kind of going down lately. We also have Smooth Flow Potion, which we expected actually to go a little bit up this week, but it actually went down 31% this week, 4.3% in the past 24 hours. But overall, in the past 2 weeks, it's been up 120.8%. in the past 14 days. We're hoping to see the price going a little bit up. Now that they reduced the supply of SLP, we're expecting this price to go up, but it hasn't really budged too much. Budged early this week, but then went all the way down to 0.024. Hopefully, this is going to go back up very, very, very soon. Now, let's have a look at Vigoris. Like I was saying, Vigoris was supposed to go up just like SLP after that breeding event, but it's been going down in the past 14 days. It's been down 54% this week, 64% in the past 14 days. So we currently are close to a bottom, I would say, with this price, just a little bit up, but it's not doing too good for this token right now. But hopefully, once the breeding event starts catching up on the price after the payout that will happen this week, the claim, then we should expect to see the price going a little bit up in the next couple of days. I'm hoping that it does before I sell my VIS at least. Got some news on the Twitterverse. Twitter adds Ethereum wallet support to tipping feature. So Ethereum wallet addresses are now in the mix for Twitter native tipping. If you want to tip someone on Twitter, now you can. You can do that with Ethereum. We all know that Jack Dorsey, the founder of Ethereum, that is no longer at the charge of the company, has been a huge Bitcoin maximalist. And while he was at the reign leading the company, he was not really willing to add anything related to Ethereum to Twitter. But now that he's no longer in charge, the CEO of Twitter, and then, the whole company decided to add a tipping feature for Ethereum. So this is a great news for the crypto space, more features related to the crypto space on a Web2 platform. As you can see, Twitter is making a really big move into the space, with the profile picture NFTs and now tipping features with Ethereum. So really exciting to see what's coming next. So they are introducing actually the game. CDFI is a platform that just recently covered them. CDFI is kind of like a Launchpad, I believe. And the IGO of this game just happened recently, actually February 16 and February 17. So if you are watching that just now, you just missed it. That was a way to get early on this token, buy the token early while it just launched. We are still early because that literally just happened yesterday. So this is a combat platform where you combat with little baby robots. I haven't really seen a gameplay of the fights yet. So the token is called BVC. The token will be on the Binance Smart Chain and the Polygon Chain. 1 billion in supply, initial market cap 290,000. Wow. And a listing price of 0.05. And let me show you a quick trailer of Battleverse. That's it. Got some news with the Ronin wallet this week. My Ronin wallet disappeared from my browser this week. I was wondering why. What? So essentially they made a big update on the Ronin wallet and they updated the permission. Attack on Axie noticed that they mentioned AxieDAO.org, and when you click on that site, it's currently redirecting you to the Axie Infinity website. Maybe this is showing us that Axie Infinity is planning to release some feature related to the DAO to allow people maybe to vote on resolution, maybe team decision. If that's the case, this is very exciting for the community because now the community will have a say on what's going to happen with the Axie Infinity ecosystem. I believe that GuildOS might have mentioned that on his Twitter, that it's actually something that they're working on that is coming. So we got Nat Eliason, one of the co-founder of Cryptoraiders, share something very interesting on his Twitter feed this week. Wow, Cryptoraiders now has 2 of the top 10 tokens on Polygon on SushiSwap and are the second and fourth Polygon native one. See right here, we see Orem, which is one of the token of Cryptoraiders, and we see the Raider token right here. So it's been a really good week for the Cryptoraiders ecosystem. We talked about this game recently. I did a full-on review of this game previously on the stream. If you guys missed it, you can watch the full condensed and edited version on the YouTube channel where I cover the entire game in detail. We also have Copper announcing that they have now crossed 50,000 users who have participated in an LBP. This is a liquidity balancer pool. And so Copper is saying that only 50,000 people on the platform have participated in raising funds on the platform, which is absolutely insane. So this is the fundraise of Merit Circle. Merit Circle is one of the giant gaming guild along with YGG. And during the fundraise, when they had the liquidity balancer pool, there was $138 million. $138 million. And now Copper is saying that only 50,000 people on the platform have participated in fundraising on their website. That means that out of the $138 million, it only took 50,000 people or less to actually allow them to raise that amount of fund, which is absolutely incredible. And my guess is that I'm just assuming that there's a lot of big player in the place, like organization, companies that are actually participating in those big raise and big launch. So LooksRare team is paying 800 Ethereum, so $2.4 million to let you list your NFTs for free. You also get Looks if the item sells. LooksRare is a NFT marketplace that recently did a vampire attack on OpenSea by rewarding OpenSea user with the Looks token and allowing them, if they were creating their token on their platform, to also get Looks token rewards. And the Looks token reward were quite juicy at launch, and they brought in quite a lot of people from the OpenSea ecosystem to the platform, to the point that there were actually more activities on LooksRare than on OpenSea. Recently, they've been launching a tool that allows people to easily import and list the NFTs on OpenSea and get rewarded with their juicy reward, like I just mentioned. So right now, 223.47 APR for the Looks token. One event happened this week where some of the LooksRare team took $30 million from their fund and washed the money through Tornado Cash. Tornado Cash is a protocol that allows you to transfer your money from one address to the other, so without trace, so that it stay anonymous. And that upset the community, and the token actually recently dropped because of that event. If you can take a look right here, in the past 14 days, you can see how the token just literally gone on a dip since that event happened because the community was not happy. But LooksRare is doing this huge reward event right now. So if you guys have a collection on LooksRare and you're interested to maybe launch a collection there, if you're not worried about whatever happened with the $30 million, then you can go for it. To their defense, the team did mention that the only reason they used Tornado Cash for that was because they wanted to make sure that the fund transferred to their team was anonymous. X2Y2. So we were just talking about what just happened with LooksRare and the vampire attack to OpenSea. X2Y2 just recently did a vampire attack on OpenSea by offering airdrop token to OpenSea users to attract those OpenSea users on their platform. So unfortunately, the airdrop didn't last too long because they had an issue with the airdrop, so they decided to pause the airdrop temporarily and will reopen it very soon. So if you guys want to make sure not to miss the airdrop, you just need to be on the Discord in the announcement page where they will announce when the airdrop will resume again. X2Y2 has launched as an alternative to OpenSea and LooksRare with an emphasis on high staking rewards. NFT marketplace X2Y2 has launched a vampire attack on the market leader OpenSea, airdropping millions of tokens to its user base. It followed in the footsteps of LooksRare, which did a similar launch last month, but has a different strategy that it hopes won't end up resulting in persistent wash trading, the event that we just talked about earlier. Another NFT marketplace, we're seeing a lot of those coming up lately. We got a report from Richy, the 2021 gaming report, insight from 2020 and from the year 2021, and the prediction based on those trends. Surprisingly, there were no mention on NFTs or crypto gaming on that report. Considering that a lot of platforms in the NFT space been using Richy, I'm very surprised that there were no single mention on NFT in the entire report. No mention of crypto gaming, no mention of NFTs, no mention of NFT gaming. That's quite sad, but there's more money being spent on mobile, which will be a good thing for the crypto space as a whole, because we haven't seen a lot of mobile gaming crypto games, but there are some out there. I think League of Kingdom is one of them, and we'll be seeing a lot more as crypto get more adopted. Another NFT marketplace, we're seeing a lot of those coming up lately. Salad Venture raises $13.5 million to build GuildOS platform for P2E gaming. They are building a platform to make it easier for guild manager like myself to manage their guilds. And Salad Venture is actually a guild themselves. Salad Venture today announced it has raised $13.5 million in its private sale round. The funding will go toward building GuildOS, Salad's upcoming operating system for managing a play-to-earn guild. Investors in the round include Alameda Research, C2 Ventures, Crossbeam Venture Partners, Foundation Capital, Gemini Frontier Fund, Winklevoss Capital. If you guys watch the Facebook movie, those are the two twin brothers, Polygon Studios, and others. So far, Salad has raised $15.5 million in funding over 2 rounds. It's nice to see that some of the guilds are thinking about creating SaaS applications, software as a service for the ecosystem, and seeing that they're able to raise $13.5 million for that shows that the investors and VC are seeing that there's huge need for that in the ecosystem. So this is Salad Venture website. They have the Salad Academy where they help people get certification and get educated about various type of games. GuildOS here that they just announced. Then there's the guild Apollo Squad, which has now over 1,000 scholars and counting. And some of the games that they are currently involved with, Crabada, which we are going to review next week, Mini Royals, which I played last night during the stream, Happy Land, Mines of Darlania, Cypher, and Axie Infinity. As you can see, the Salad Academy here has a couple courses that you can take for free to learn some of the basics about various games. Introduction to Axie Infinity and Axie Arena Mastery, and much more. And this Crabada course is actually a really good course on Crabada. This ecosystem is quite complex. I'm going to take that course myself in order to cover it on the next stream on Wednesday when I do the full in-depth review of Crabada. I'm going to be covering everything in details during that stream. YGD just announced the sponsor events where they are partnering with companies that want to sponsor Scholar with this fund. So they just announced the program. During this announcement, they also share some key takeaways with the guild that are very interesting actually to see. Some of those takeaways are very similar to what we've seen on our guild during the survey, that a good majority of the scholars are considering the play to earn their full-time job, spend their earning on food and groceries in general. So they've learned how to budget and invest with this, and also that 33% of them have dependent children, and 86% of them use cryptocurrency for the first time. Some additional takeaway shows the pie of the scholar by countries in YGG: 63% from the Philippines, 11% from Indonesia, 11% from India, 9% from Venezuela, 4% from Brazil, and 2% from Peru. So you guys want to see some stats about YGG, this is a very interesting one to check out. Also in the news, YGG partnered with Web3 platform Strider to empower creative communities with DAO tools. YGG has teamed up with Strider, a Web3 platform that equips creative teams with DAO, decentralized autonomous organization, tools and resourcing to develop, produce, and scale their vision. Strider harnesses the creative power of dedicated communities to build NFT-driven virtual worlds, story worlds, and games. Habbo is utilizing Immutable X to boost NFT experience. So Sulake, the social media company that runs Habbo, has decided to use Immutable X as its non-fungible token. By using Immutable X, the company is aiming for gas-free NFT trading and minting, as well as carbon neutrality. Habbo is utilizing Immutable X to boost NFT experience. So Sulake, the social media company that runs Habbo, has decided to use Immutable X as its non-fungible token. By using Immutable X, the company is aiming for gas-free NFT trading and minting, as well as carbon neutrality. So play-to-earn game Mixmob received round of funding. A new blockchain game has announced that it received $7 million in funding from Defiance Capital. Defiance Capital is also one of the investors in Axie Infinity and Cypher and much. So this is Mixmob. They had a really big NFT sale, sold out almost instantly in a couple of minutes. And here a quick trailer. Guys, once again, this is Mixmob. Here are some of the screenshots of what they're working on. You can see here the race to battle gameplay. It's going to be a pretty big word. I think they have a huge ambition with this game, trying to deliver a different type of gameplay. Can't wait to see what they have to offer. I haven't really covered the game in detail yet, but that will be something we'll do in the future. This game launched on Magic Eden, and now the floor price is 5.45 SOL. And if you get one of those characters, you'll be able to play in this ecosystem. Woke up this morning and got a notice that there were two huge NFT events happening for two new crypto games. One of them is Cinder, and I'm happy to say that I was able to participate in the mint and buy one of the NFT. So this is going to be, I mean, it's a game that is playable right now actually. This is a game that is playable right now, and if you buy an NFT in this game, you can actually get to play it right away with your NFT. I just bought one today. I haven't got a chance to play it because I had to get ready for the stream. But yeah, this just launched. I think it's going to be very promising. This is a pretty big franchise working on this game. Unlike most projects that usually announce an NFT launch the NFT, and then you have to wait months and months and months to actually play the game. And this game, as soon as you buy the NFT, you can already get into a gameplay mode and see what this game is about. Here you're getting some sneak peek of the gameplay, guys. This is the gameplay you can play right away with this character if you get one of those NFTs. This is the world that they're building. Looks like a AAA franchise game or RPG type of game if you ask me. And it is on the Solana blockchain. We are right here at Cinder Game Live. The NFTs are going currently at 1.40 souls, which is close to 120 US dollar. The mint literally just happened today, so this is very new. Guys, we are still early with this game, so if you guys are curious to learn more about it, head over to Cinder NFT on the Twitter page and yeah, step into their dream world. We also have Synergyland that also had a token release today, and I'm going to play a quick trailer. Alright, so here you go, you got it. This is Synergyland's multiplayer RPG game currently in development by Synergy Games, set in a fantasy world divided into 4 ecosystems. And yeah, it looks pretty nice, right? So apparently this game was inspired by popular games such as Diablo and Path of Exile, and the game aimed to combine the best of this world where regular and hardcore player will enjoy the gameplay experience as well as an ecosystem for players who want to collect and trade NFTs, giving the community true ownership of digital assets. As you can see, you can get your hand on one of the NFT for 2 Sol at its current floor price. Actually, getting one NFT in this game ecosystem give you access to all future airdrop of this game. If they launch lands in the future, or if they launch new characters, new items, having one of their Genesis assets give you access to all future NFT assets in this game. As you can see, they completely sold out the mint, 8,000 character, and just like the other game that I showed you guys earlier, Cinder, they also have every single character in that game are also unique, and there will never be any other character of the sort. Unix Gaming, another guild, just share some detail about the Launchpad. So Unix Gaming is a play-to-earn guild that also has a Launchpad. They recently published on their Medium page a full detail about how games can launch on a Launchpad. You can see that they are currently involved with a couple of games: Axie Infinity, Star Atlas, Cypher, Splinterland, The Sandbox, Alien Worlds, and much more. So they are also going to have a Launchpad over here where game will be able to launch the game. And if you want to get access early, that could be a really good place to check out in order to get early access to some of those games. The whitelist is open now, so you can enter for your chance to win a whitelist spot on Battleverse IGO initial game offering. Having said this, we have covered pretty much everything on the news this week. Guys, once again, we are the Astronauts, and you can follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/astronauts. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you appreciate today's coverage, and I'll see you guys on the next one.